Some water. Be right back. Not anybody anyway. What's up, Diesel? Have I worked with any of the Kaleido paints? No, I have not. I've seen them, but I haven't had the opportunity. I went to my hobby shop today, and it was slim pickings in there. I don't know if they just haven't restocked or they got cleaned out or what, but I was looking for chrome, I was looking for primer, and I was looking for a couple other things, and they didn't have any of it. So that was kind of not fun. I like to support local businesses, but not if they don't have what I need. And open. Let's see. Yeah, just keep going with what I was doing. A whole lot of gunmetal blue today. It's Galactus. Okay, very nice. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of used what I had on hand. I really like this Galactus color scheme is really throwing me because this just normally isn't something I feel like I would do, but I mean, I feel like it's coming together. I'm gonna wash it. I do know I'm gonna wash it all down. Like, I'm definitely gonna be adding a lot of darkness to this because it's just way too bright for my taste. So, and I think once I do that, I'll be a little more comfortable with it. But right now, yeah, this color scheme is a little strange to me, a little odd. My brain's fighting it. especially the red in the boots and the helmet and stuff and the gloves. Like, just, yeah, I don't know. At first I was gonna I wasn't gonna hit it as hard as I did, but once I got started, I realized it just looked unfinished. It didn't look like it was the right color, so I really had to lay in with the pearlized red. But I mean, it's growing on me now that I'm starting to see pieces, kind of together. Like with the colors kind of starting to come together. And then once I get some chrome, do some more chrome stuff to break it up, and then I wash it all down. I think it's gonna look good. It'll look like Galactus. That's all I can say. At least according to the reference material that I've found, the texture on this metal is just drinking this paint. All these little, nooks and crannies and crevices and stuff, like it's just soaking this up. Go back and chrome over this stuff. I hope I don't run out. I do want to use chrome for the accent, details and stuff, versus the aluminum. The aluminum's just, I mean, well, you know what? I may change my mind. I might go back to the aluminum. I kind of like it. It doesn't have the same reflectivity as the Vallejo chrome. Like, it's got the same basic chrome color. That's the way to think about it. But like, it's kind of dull. This gunmetal blue is going on like a champ. What did I do over here? Okay, I capped it off. This piece, that's going to be chrome. And just trying to make sure I'm just keeping it all symmetrical. Oh yeah, this is way too thin. Saw it run. And I'm just putting it on too thick. I need to add a little bit more into the mix. Alright, we'll let that dry. Kind of eyeballing the viscosity. No. My alcohol. Brand new mat. Woo! Hey, what's up? Oh wait, my phone's ringing, I think. maybe not. Poppykins. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, he's starting to come together. It's a rather simple statue, and everything's accessible because it's all gigantic, so I should be moving a lot faster. But I'm not, because I keep spilling paint. So much of this blue to paint. Oh wow, that's been a while. That was last year, as a matter of fact, because I've been doing villains all year. First batch was just too thin. Doo-doo-doo. I got enough room to work here. Slide that base back a little bit. It's also the stand where I put the legs when I need to check them out. Angle keeps changing. I'll have to go in there with some chrome in a minute anyway. Sometimes I need the full reach of the brush. I got up underneath there, but I don't think it really matters that much. So much texture in this thing. So I think whenever I do the wash is really going to grab in all these little spots, low spots. It should look really good. I'll paint all this belt the same blue so I don't have to be as delicate around it as I am. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do with these little jewels or gems or whatever the hell those things are in his belt. I'm going to be doing like an OSL, kind of a blue light in the center of that thing, and in his eyes. And so I don't want to do the same thing in this jewelry on his belt. You know what I mean? But it does need to be a different color. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that exactly. I've got a technical color from Citadel for a Soulstone blue, which I think is just a contrast paint, you know. So if I paint in some white and black, or some white and darkness in there, not necessarily black, but anyway, if I give it some gradient, then that Soulstone might work. Maybe I'll test that on a piece. See what it looks like. What kind of range it has. I've never used it, so. Yeah, I like this gunmetal though. It's going on nice and smooth. I'm making some rookie mistakes here with the brush strokes, but it's going on pretty nice and even. All right, that I'll paint with a small brush. I need to get that big boy. All that all the way around. All right, let's do some of that. tubing, that's all blue as well. Go ahead and mark that. Alright, well in that case I can just go crazy in here, can I? It's like all that's blue, 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 blue. And this big piece is blue, of course. Alright, cool. Oops. Later. This thing's even much more around. Shit. I'm going to that smaller brush and do that. All gunmetal all the time. That's what we got to happen today. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to this statue actually. Once I get the base coats on, the washes, just washes and varnish. I might go back in and hit a couple high spots, but for the most part I want them to be dark, so I probably won't be doing a whole lot of that. I'm going to shade in his muscles with the wash first, and then I'm going to give it just kind of an all-over wash, probably with the airbrush since I got it out, and then just like use a paper towel or sponge to kind of dab it up a little bit in some areas. Touch up to do. Probably should have ate something before I started this. I'm starting to get a little hungry now. Side was. Oh wait, no, that under part. I left chrome. All right. Ooh, that was close. I almost fucked that up. I think I may run a little bead of chrome through there just to pop it out a little bit. I should get a snack. I might stop in a bit. Go grab some. Let it in. Sometimes I forget to wipe off my paintbrush. That is not always a good thing. Spread that juice out a little bit. That's chrome, that's chrome. This is not. I'm just blocking all the big areas, and then I gotta go in with something a little bit smaller. the lips and edges of everything. Fun never ends. Should probably touch up the purple before I start chroming. So I can't decide if I'm going to use the Vallejo chrome or the aluminum. I guess since I'm going to be putting, I'm going to go with the aluminum. I just decided, since I'm going to be putting wash on this anyway, and bigger chunks of this are still aluminum, let's just call it, let's just leave that. Once I get wash on it, you're not going to know. You wouldn't be able to tell a difference. What am I missing? That. Okay, yeah, that connects to all that. Alright, yeah. Got it. Like all the little metal flake in the paint separates and floats to the bottom, or settles to the bottom. All right. So we go here. Ear chrome, ear knot. We'll chrome those out anyway. I think I got a new episode of Pluribus to watch. I don't know if you guys seen that. It's a good show. It's on Apple TV, I think. Interesting new bit of sci-fi. a second. Striations in this thing are deep. What's up, Bean? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Gunmetal Blue show. Because that's all I'm painting. A lot of gunmetal blue. Sometimes I like to mix it up and like paint based on the piece, you know, like I'd finish the whole lower half before moving on to the upper half. But something like this, I think I like to do it by color. So I'll just do all of the gunmetal blue at once. So after I finish this, I'll start on the torso, and then I'll go back and do all the purple touch-ups. Then I'll go back and do all the chrome. Versus, you know, kind of doing it, completing a piece and then moving on. I just feel like there's not a whole lot going on with the statue, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go by the color. Just block in all the color and process by process. Hey, what's up, Glenn? Got a full house in here tonight. Or today, I should say. What time is it? It's 5:30 my time. Well, time appropriate greetings to you all, wherever you are in the world. This statue is massive. Oh, everybody's trying to take all my stuff. No freebies. I am thinking about getting into selling though. My thing is like I don't want to turn that faucet on until I can devote time to it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want people waiting on me for super long periods of time. If I can't be at this, like, you know, a large chunk of the day every day, and right now that's just not feasible. But I'm gonna try to make it feasible in the very near future. I got so much edge work to do. Let's just get this all blocked out. All right. This needs to be blue. Yes. Yeesh. Blue. Follow that through all the way around. I want to make that blue. Kind of do. Oh, it's just purple chrome. Yeah. Let's blue that out too. I do really enjoy painting these statues, that's for sure. I wonder how many hours I've racked up doing this. I wonder if because I mean, I completed a number of statues before I started the YouTube channel, and you know, since then, I mean, since the YouTube, I can track the. I've been recording everything, so I have all the raw footage. I could go back and kind of calculate that up. Maybe I just find an average. But I wonder how. Yeah, I wonder what my total hour count for this is. Where they say like 10,000 hours to master something. Is that arbitrary just because it sounds good? I don't know. But I definitely would not consider myself having mastered anything, so I must not be anywhere close to that. But I have learned a lot since I started. So, yeah. That's something. I think what it is like, what I know about myself is I like to be challenged. And every paint job is a new challenge. I mean, it's the same basic principle, but it's like each one is a little puzzle to be solved. On this project, I learned that brushed on gunmetal, this gunmetal blue brushes on really well. I thought I was going to have to spray everything, which means I would have to mask everything, which would not be fun. So instead of doing that, I decided to just brush it, and I'm glad I did. is his back. Nobody's gonna see the back. I mean, we will for a second, but man, this thing is freaking huge. All right, blue, 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 chrome, chrome, chrome. Something there feels off. Why does that feel off? Let's paint these edges. Alright, this paint job's starting to grow on me. It was a little awkward at first because I normally don't do colors like this. But Galactus is an odd bird in the paint scheme, in the color scheme category. So but like I said, now it's starting to I'm starting to see it all together now, how it's gonna work out. Seemed like such a, I don't know, color clash for a, you know, space god. But I'm sure that when it was a comic book decision, it was probably just like, we got a whole bunch of purple, we got to use it. I think that's how the Hulk ended up being green. Because they, funds were low and all they had was a whole bunch of green. Oh god, got a death grip on this leg down here. Let's just set you down. So good, let's set you like this. Oh wait, that's actually all chrome across the top there. Hard to see where that line is. There's light. There's light bouncing around in there. Gotta go with the striations. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, let's clean up that edge right there. Get that whole top belt part. He's a chunky boy. Oh, I gotta get that whole underside right there. All right. Back in. Let's left so many little support marks in this thing, but it blends right in with the other like little kind of texture and debris and crap that was modeled into the thing. My little support marks just kind of don't even show up. It's kind of nice. So many little, the edges are so uneven. I mean, textured. I'm just gonna have to run my brush along the edge of the texture. Feels weird. It's like a needle in a record groove. It's kind of painting itself. I'm just moving it back and forth. wash my brush more often. Trying to catch all these angles here. Got 'em. Let's check the top edges. Oh, what is that? That's a big one. Excuse me. I gotta take care of some homeownering things tomorrow. I was just thinking about, I can't wait to finish painting this. And then I remembered I got some drywall repair to do. And it'll probably mean repainting a whole wall, so I think it's gonna be my whole day. So instead of painting statues, I may be painting walls tomorrow. Not as fun, but it is necessary. Oh yeah, that's right, that's all chrome, that's right. But this one is not all chrome. Yeah, my in-laws' TV is loud. My in-laws live in the floor below us and keep their shit on blast. Crazy, yeah, it's got, this edge has two edges. Boom, 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 boom. This is definitely one of the instances where having a little hook on the end of your brush comes in handy. Getting there in all those little spots kind of around the edge. Makes paint around these lips, the edges of these, pieces a lot easier. Alrighty, I do believe that part is done. Come back and start painting across that belt. But first, let me take a little break. I shall return forthwith. Alright, let's get back into this. This big old beast. Can't even switch colors yet. Should probably mix up some more of this blue. That. Not gonna go far. Yeah, still not quite sure what I want to do with that. I think I'll do a color test. Excuse me. I'll do a color test on some spoons. I want that to be different, and I don't want it to look like it's glowing. I want it to look more like stones, like dark blue stones. Or, I mean, they're not smooth. They got the same texture as everything else. So they can't be. Well, shit. Now I'm at an impasse. Ah, fuck it. I'll just make it all blue. And then I'll paint the chrome webbing over top of it. Because, yeah, it's not like the material difference isn't there. It's got the same like little chunks and texture as the rest of the metal. So yeah, I'll just chrome. Ooh, or I could chrome in the internal parts and then do the blue on the outside. That might work. I'm worried that I have too much chrome. Or that I'm going to leave too much chrome and not do enough purple. Or not enough blue. Anyway, I can talk while I paint. Let's finish mixing this. That only a little bit. Or is it? Alrighty, well, here goes nothing. That was anticlimactic. Alright, so I leave mostly the inside chrome. It's gonna be like that. It'll feel like big chrome dots all the way around. I want that, and then we'll just blue breaking it up. Or do I want to chrome around the inside part's blue? Too much blue. We'll leave the chrome dots. Yeah, that'll just be too much. I mean, it's supposed to be a lot. That's too much. to jab this down in there with all the texture. Really kind of thick. Some of these cracks are from my printer because I had my layer dry time set way too high, like by a lot, and so some of this was cracked from over curing, which I recently learned is a thing. Learned the hard way. But anyway, but luckily the cracks kind of worked. You know, like these, he already had some like kind of age cracks in him from the model, so my printer cracks kind of blend in. I have since fixed the problem though. That's also a reason why I want to put wash and darken this guy down, because the wash is gonna bring out all of those lines and cracks and dots and all the texture and stuff. That's what's gonna make it look cool. So once I get the wash on there, it's gonna start looking fun. Before I get to that, I gotta get through with this. The slog base coating. Yeah, I gotta get this thing finished so I can start on the gift statues. I got 3 of them to do. 2 of them are basically identical, but they're dinosaur creatures, and I've never painted a dinosaur creature, so there's gonna be I'm gonna need to do a quick learning curve on that. But that should be a fun way to roll into December. But yeah, that means I gotta get this thing finished. Es pronto. And I've got 2 of them printed. I have a 3rd one I need to print. Set up those files yet. I'll probably do that next week. Kind of in a bit of a funk lately. I haven't really been hobbying that much. I'm trying to get back into it. I'm trying to decide what hero I want to start with in January. At the end of the year, I should say. I doubt I'm going to squeeze another villain in I might, but I doubt it. And also I'm kind of over it, I think. A year was, and I think I ended up with nine statues this year. You know, there's a couple months where I took time off, had some vacation time and stuff. I didn't really paint or make any statues or videos. For a few weeks there. So, you know, not quite a 12. I was shooting for one a month, but didn't quite get my goal. But I do think I should do like a little group photo at the end. I want to reprint Mr. Freeze. I want to reprint his helmet now that I know how to do a nice clear transparency. Do I have one that you like that you haven't done yet? As far as villains go, nothing really pops to mind. A Sinestro. I wish I would have squeezed in a Green Lantern villain. That would be cool. I'll do him eventually, but yeah, no, nothing really pops to mind. So I think that's how I know I'm kind of done with my own, you know, self-guided limitations. I think for the heroes to start back, I'm considering doing that Superman that Wicked released, the David Cornsweet Superman. I'm considering doing that one. You know, start with the hero. I'm gonna go back to doing heroes. I definitely need to do some X-Men. I want to do a Storm and a Beast. I definitely want to get those in next year. I may focus on just doing like teams. The way I can build up my collections. I may just do like a long X-Men run. Or like anti-heroes, I might do that. I've got I want to do some Deadpool and other stuff. I don't necessarily have to put a theme to my stuff, but it is fun. It keeps me like in one direction, you know, when I'm choosing a statue. But I think I'm just gonna go back to just picking what I like. No more plotting. So, but definitely got a lot of X-Men coming. I need to do that Juggernaut. Oh yeah, especially now that I got this M7 Max, which is just it's really, really big and it's really, really fast and it's freaking perfect. I printed most of the parts on the M7, which is why I over cured some of it because I was messing with the drying time. Still having some bed adhesion issues. I think I need to add another like half second to my bed adhesion and that'll fix it. It's very, very small now. It used to be big, so I know I'm going in the right direction. But yeah, so now that I got a really big ass printer, definitely have to do a Juggernaut. And if I'm going to do a Juggernaut, then I got to do that Colossus. And now that I have that Rattle Can Chrome, definitely going to do that Colossus. Because that Revell Rattle Can Chrome on that Silver Surfer. Let me show you. Look at that. That is a nice chrome. This is the chrome I've been looking for. I mean, you can see, you know, it's almost a mirror. If you get really close at it in real life, and I had some striations on that board too. I should have. The thing about this Rattle Can Chrome it does show everything, like every imperfection. So you gotta have your shit worked out. I learned that. There's a couple spots on that Silver Surfer that aren't perfect. I'm gonna do a full-size Silver Surfer too. I want to do a 1/6 scale Surfer. So now that I found that chrome. It is. Welcome back. Yeah, I can. I probably will do an Iceman. I don't know. He's not one of my favorites. It's a good statue though. They released a really nice statue, so I may end up doing it just to round out the collection. I also have a bunch of Spider-Man, spider people, Spider-Men, Speedermans. I have a bunch of different Speedermans I want to do, so I may just do a Spider-Man run one time. Yeah, hey, what's up, DL? Yeah, I thought I recognized your name. It's been a minute. Oh crap, what was I saying? Totally forgot what I was just talking about. My ADHD is fucking kicking in. Oh, Spidermans. That's what I was saying. I may just do a Spider-Man run and just do a whole bunch of them because I've got a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man already done. But I've got an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and I've got the other dude, Tom. I've got a Tom Spider-Man too, and then that's the one where he's in the nano armor with the big legs coming off the back. So that one's pretty rad. I want to do that one. Who knows what 2026 will hold, but I will be making statues, that's for sure. Yeah, that's that storm statue I definitely want to do. That'll be a challenge. And like I said, I enjoy a challenge because it's got some transparent parts. It's got the what was I saying? Keep looking up at the chat and get distracted. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for a while. Just been life, man. Life's been crazy. And also, I stopped streaming the prep work, like doing all the sanding and stuff. And there was a lot of like sanding and sculpting and stuff I had to do on this one. I stopped streaming that stuff just because I can't like look at the box and kind of be chatty at the same time. Like, and it's just not that interesting. Watching me sand. You could say arguably it's not even that interesting watching me paint. But you're all here watching me anyway, so there you go. but the the prep process is kind of on my other desk, and so it's hard to maintain the stream, while I'm doing that. So I just stop. I film it, I record it, but I don't stream that part any longer. And tonight you're just watching me paint in a bunch of gunmetal blue. That's what's happening. I might get to do some of the other chrome stuff, but sanding would have been 13 episodes. Yeah, it was a bunch of work. I mean, the paint job on this guy is actually really, really simple. Like basically, once I get all the colors blocked in, I'm gonna give it a wash. Do some. I'll shade in some around his muscles. Going with maybe some panel liner in some spots, especially on the torso and on the head. Going with some panel liner in a couple spots. That's essentially it. It's done. He's got a little bit of skin and a little bit of. I'm gonna do OSL in his eyes and OSL in that little center dot part. But yeah, for the most part, that's it. There's some little chrome details and stuff. Oh no! It's still going to be a couple episodes to getting this thing finished up. Mainly just because of the size. Like it at this point, it's not like a lot of detail or a lot of different crazy colors and things to paint. It's just the overall volume of how long it takes for this to get covered. It's going to get exponentially faster though. The torso is pretty much all blue. I'll leave a couple spots chrome, but oh, I really like it. I finally got it dialed in. I overcooked some of these layers, which is why there's some like extra cracks in this model, like here in the legs. You can see there's like some breakage there. That's just from over curing. I just had things set too high, and yeah. But after I got it corrected, and I'm still working out some bed adhesion things. There's one spot on the plate that doesn't seem like it wants to stick. But every time I up the bed adhesion time by about 5 seconds, or not 5 seconds, about half a second, 0.5, and I'm getting closer. And I think one more round should do it, because now it's very, very minor fail, to the point that it didn't fully adhere, but it adhered enough that the print was successful. So I just got to correct for that, and then it's off to the races. But man, that thing prints so fast. I love it. And it's fast and big, like a linebacker. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Definitely happy I bought it. Yeah, having the vat heater in it, I think definitely makes a huge difference. I mean, I still use my M3 Premium. It's still a pretty good size, and it's got me to where I am so far. But having the M7, just that extra bed space and extra vertical, it's really, really nice to be able to paint really big stuff now without like having to split parts. Like I think I printed this whole skirt. I printed his whole torso in one shot. Whereas on my M3, I would have had to split it, or use the split parts. They actually already split the torso in like 4 pieces, or 2 pieces, I think. But anyway, I would have had to done that, and it's way easier just to print one big ass piece. I'd rather deal with support marks than having to hide a bunch of seams and stuff. What time? What later time? I think I'm at 2.1 or 2.2, something like that. I had it at 2.8 after I did the calibration. I had it at 2.8, and that's what caused that's what was causing all the cracking, and it was nuts. And so I've just been steadily dialing it down until it failed. I think I dialed it down to right at 2, and then I ended up going back up like 2.1 or 2.2 for the final. But yeah, she's dialed in now. And I changed the FEP. Like I think the factory FEP that I got, I wouldn't say it was faulty, but it I think it was mounted incorrectly. Like there's way too much slack in it, and so that was also causing me a lot of issues. So after I, replaced the FEP and tensioned it myself to know that it was correct, then I started dialing it in, and yeah, it's been great. But yeah, that factory that the FEP was just way too loose. And I realize now there's a new technique for like my the M3, the vat is kind of deep. It's big, but it's also deep. And I've always had to use like a drink bottle cap as like a spacer to kind of hold slack in it so that it didn't, get too pull too tight. But on this bigger, on the M7, like because it's so thin, like it doesn't go up in there as much. Like I just use the natural tension of it and just kind of, I don't really stretch it, but I don't need to put the spacer in to like hold, for the thickness of the lip of the vat, because there's no thickness, I guess is the best way I can say it. Because there's less thickness, so it doesn't require the spacer. But it is a dope machine. I'm gonna have to fire it back up soon, probably next week. I still can't get the feed retrieval. I still can't get the feed retrieval to work. Like it doesn't pump it back out. It'll pump it in fine, but it won't remove it. At first I thought I just wasn't being patient enough, but nah, it's not doing nothing. So I ended up sacrificing a turkey baster and started using that to remove the resin when I need to. Way easier, by the way, than trying to lift a heavy ass, a wonky ass vat full of resin. Instead of trying to lift that out of your machine, take a little turkey baster and suck it all out first, squirt it right into a bottle, and yeah, that will make your life much easier. Yeah, I'm gonna paint all those blue. I mean, I tried. I thought that might be the case too. Getting the seal on there. So yeah, I mean, I really gave it a try to get it on there. I took a razor and cleaned off the extra, paper adhesive part of the seal. If there was any residue or whatever, I scraped all that off, screwed it on there extra tight. Just didn't seem to work for me. So, but that's, like I said, it's not a big deal, honestly. All right, I'm gonna paint those. Yes. The night is still young. Yeah. I can't have it all, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, it wasn't worth it to continue to fight with it. But yeah, I mean, I do like how fast it is. I'm not gonna lie about that. That thing is zippy. This brush is too big for this, but I'm doing it anyway. I should move them out. I do need it to wrap around the edges a little bit. All right, that's one. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. That was better. Moving on. This thing is gigantic. I really have no idea where I'm going to put this. I've got a little coffee table that's got some space on it. Might have to do. I think the base is too wide for my. I've got a couple built-in spots around my TV, but I think this is going to be too wide. The base is too wide for it. I may get these done and then go find some food. Feels like it's a good stopping point. Now I'm either getting too much paint or not enough. My hand's getting shaky. Stop. Get some food. Shit. How many more of these I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, just these 3. I have 3. Let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. Two more. Some of these edges have a slight bevel. You can't tell until you actually get in there and start trying to paint it. Last one. There are definitely parts of this hobby that feel like a job. Base coating feels like a job sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I love doing it. But sometimes it's just a slog. Usually it's just when I'm hungry. I forget to time my meals around stream time. See what I'm doing, can you? Just turtling, pulling in. that was loud. All right, I think that is going to be that for tonight. Set up a little bit tomorrow, or whenever next time I'm painting. May not be tomorrow. Like I said, I've got a drywall spot to fix and a wall to paint. So my day tomorrow maybe homeownering instead of painting this guy. Yeah, he's tall. I don't know how I'm going to shoot this thing later on. Oops. But yeah, time to start painting this business. That'll be on deck next. Okay, I'm seeing this now. I'll chrome in those other pieces of the skirt, those other little spots, get those all chromed in, or aluminum-ed in, because I'm going to use aluminum. I don't think I'm going to use chrome. If I use a chrome, I got to try to get to everything, and that's no fun. And by the time I wash it all down, you're not going to get any chrominess out of it anyway, so I'll just use the aluminum. Give that all a fresh coat. But that'll look good. That'll be ready for varnish. And yeah, finish base coating this. And then no, I'm thinking for the red parts, for the upper body. I want to use that aluminum. Now I'm rethinking it because I'm just realizing it. I've got to add some metal material or some chrome to this spot here on his arm. I don't know if I want to do that with chrome. I want to do that with the aluminum. Or again, it's probably not going to matter since I'm going to wash it all out anyway. Decide later. I'm hungry. I'm going to stop. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and until next time, as always, take it easy.